These are truly the words of Jesus too. Siafang. December 12, 2011. 41. Jesus said, "Become a passing traveler." 42. His disciples asked him, "Who are you, and why do you tell us these things?" Jesus said, "If you do not understand where I come from or what I speak, you become like the Jews, liking the tree and disliking the fruit, or liking the fruit and disliking the tree." 43. Jesus said, "Those who insult the Father will be forgiven, and those who curse the Son will be forgiven, but anyone who blasphemes the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven, neither on earth nor in heaven." 44. Jesus said, "Can grapes be picked from thorn bushes, or figs from thistles? For they do not bear fruit. A good person brings forth good from their storehouse, while a wicked person brings forth evil. The storehouse is the heart, from which evil flows." 45. Jesus said, "No one born of woman, from Adam to John the Baptist, is greater or more exalted than John. Before humanity, John need not lower his gaze. Yet I tell you, anyone who becomes like a child and understands the truths of the kingdom of heaven will be greater than John." 46. Jesus said, "A person cannot ride two horses, nor shoot two bows. Likewise, a servant cannot serve two masters, for they will favor one and neglect the other. A person who has tasted old wine will not immediately desire new wine. New wine cannot be poured into old wineskins, lest they burst, nor can old wine be put into new wineskins, or it will spoil. Likewise, an old patch cannot be sewn onto a new garment, for it will ruin the garment." 47. Jesus said, "If two people make peace with each other under the same roof, and they speak to the mountain, 'Move,' the mountain will move." 48. Jesus said, "Blessed are the lonely and chosen ones, for you will find the kingdom of heaven. You came from here and you will return here." 49. Jesus said, "If they ask, 'Where do you come from?' say, 'I come from the light, where the light begins, exists, and takes form through its own will.' If they ask, 'Are you the light?' say, 'I am its child. We are the chosen ones of the Father in heaven.' If they ask, 'What sign of the Father is within you?' say, 'It is vibration and peace.'" 50. The disciples asked, "When will the peace of the dead come? When will the new world come?" He said, "What you are waiting for has already arrived, but you have not realized it." 51. The disciples said, "The 24 prophets spoke in Israel, saying that all people will speak the truth through your mouth." He said, "You have ignored the living right in front of you, while only speaking of the dead." 52. The disciples asked, "Is the rite of circumcision beneficial?" He said, "If it were beneficial, the father who gave birth to them should have removed all evil thoughts from the mother. However, truly removing evil thoughts spiritually is what is beneficial." 53. Jesus said, "Blessed are the poor, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to you." 54. Jesus said, "Anyone who does not hate their father and mother, or their brothers and sisters, and does not carry the cross and walk in my way, is not worthy of my love." 55. Jesus said, "Anyone who begins to understand this world will only find a corpse." 56. Jesus said, "The father of the kingdom of heaven is like a farmer with good seed. His enemy comes at night and sows weeds among the wheat. The farmer does not allow the weeds to be uprooted, for fear that the wheat will also be pulled up. When the harvest comes, the weeds will be clearly visible and will be uprooted and burned." 57. Jesus said, "Those who suffer are blessed, for they have discovered true life." 58. Jesus said, "While you are alive, cherish the living Master, for once you are dead, you will not be able to see him." 59. They saw a Samaritan leading a lamb along the road to Judea. Jesus said to his disciples, "That person is satisfied with the lamb." The disciples said, "So he will kill it to eat it." Jesus said, "When it is alive and jumping, he will not eat it. It is only when the lamb is slaughtered and becomes a corpse that he can eat it." They said, "Otherwise, he cannot eat it." Jesus said, "You are the same. Find your place in inner peace, so that you do not become a corpse to be eaten." 60. Jesus said, "Two people will lie on one bed, one will die, and the other will live." Salome asked, "Lord, who are you, sitting on my sofa and eating at my table?" Jesus said, "I am the one who existed before time. I possess the omnipotence of the Father." Salome said, "I am your disciple." Jesus said, I tell you, if one is destroyed, he will be filled with light. If one is divided, he will be overtaken by darkness.